Hi guys, welcome back to Renpet Bath Beauty. Now, I have melted all of my oils and stearic acid. Oh, we're making cream soap today. So I've melted all my oils and stearic acid and my butters and all that kind of stuff. So I've got to get rid of this, because I make what I call, let me make sure you guys can see it. I do the cold process method. It's what I call it anyway. Method of making cream soap. A lot of people will do it with the hot process method. I've tried that a few times. It doesn't work for me. And I decided one day, well, let's see if I can do this the other way. So what I'm going to do, I have my water, and this is a dual lye process. So this has both sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide in it, because we don't want it completely liquid, but we definitely don't want it to set up. So there's more potassium than there is sodium. Alright, so let me mix this. It shouldn't take long to mix in there, because this is water, not vegetable glycerin. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm going to take this out of here. I want to have my stick blender in here, because as soon as I put my lye in here, my potassium hydroxide is going to go, whoa! Ooh! Ooh! My potassium hydroxide is going to go, what the heck is going on? And I can't believe I just spilled that on my counter. Alright, here we go. I had to get as much bubbles or as much of that chunky stuff mixed in as possible, and I did so. Let me push this down, and what I'm going to do is I am going to stick blend this for it, at least 3 or so minutes. I'm not going to play music for you guys like I ordinarily would. I'm not going to make this video like so long you can't stand it. So let me go ahead and get this mixed up, and then we'll go to our next process. Alright, so now I have vegetable glycerin to put in here. I do not heat my vegetable glycerin up. Never have when I've been making this. And I always pour just a little bit more, because vegetable glycerin is very hard to get out of a container. Alright, but now I'm going to mix this in, so let me mix this in, I'll be right back. Alright, that's all mixed in there. Take this off of here. Where'd my spatula go? Of course I put it in the sink. Why wouldn't I have put it in the sink? Okay, let me get this soap off of here. Now, what I do from here is I keep a really close eye on the temperature. I do super cream this, which is like the equivalent of super fatting it. A cream soap should be very high in stearic acid, so I do use, regular stearic acid, but there are both oils and butters that are high in stearic acid. The main butter that's high in stearic acid is shea butter. So there is shea butter and a little bit of coconut oil, because you need coconut oil to clean yourself. And there's some castor and some olive, but it's primarily shea butter, and there's quite a bit of stearic acid in there too. Which is this and my emulsified sugar scrub are the only two things I use stearic acid for. Okay, so right now the temperature is 138. So what I want to do is when it's about 120-ish, I want to add my super cream. I super cream with vegetable glycerin and stearic acid. And then I let it cool down even a little bit more, and I will add my preservative. Whoa, shoot, had to think about it. Because cream soap has such a high water content, you absolutely have to have a preservative in it. And I suggest putting a preservative in it when it's still liquid, because when we let this sit overnight, it's going to get much harder. We're going to have to loosen it up before we put it away for the cure, and we'll go ahead and go over that. I mean, I hate the word rot, but basically that means it's curing. We'll talk about that tomorrow, which, for you it's just going to be a little bit, but I'm going to let this cool down. But yes, I am putting the lid on it. I'm putting the lid on it because we're working upstairs. Woo! I may have to move you guys so you have better light. So I'm going to do my dishes and we're going to let this cool down. All right, bye. Okay, guys, let me put this super cream in. This thing is really hot. Woo! Hot, hot, hot. Hold on. Really hot. Okay. Boy. And look at that. See, it's already starting to set up really well. Let me get this other heating pad so I can stir this in. I already have my preservative out, and it's going to need to be put in like now. So let me get this super cream put in here, and I will put my preservative in. Ooh, I burnt my finger holding that little pot. Ooh, did I ever? Okay, now we gotta get this preservative in really good. And I use Renpet 2 as my preservative. And tomorrow we'll do it downstairs. I will show you how I prep this to be able to be cured. And when I looked downstairs for cream soap, I know I mentioned it last week or the week before last, that I wasn't sure how much cream soap I had. I didn't have much. And this can take 6 to 9 months to cure. Although I do use a water discount, so mine takes about 7 months. So it'll be ready for my, I should be able to do my summer ones, and this will be ready for my fall ones. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and I covered this with plastic wrap. So just wanted to, gosh, I have a blister. It's terrible. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back. We are back. Oh, I gotta get the alcohol out of here. That would be helpful. Okay, so we have I've bleached and alcoholed my KitchenAid and my counter and my camera, my lights and everything. And we are going to make this cream soap. We're going to get it ready for the curing process, which is technically called rotting. I hate that word. I know I've said it before when I've made this soap, but it has to rot for a certain period of time, which is anywhere from 6 to 9 months. Mine usually goes about 7 because I have a water discount. Okay, let me alcohol my hands again. Now, what I'm going to do now, when you do this, particularly in a KitchenAid, I know I've said this before, you do not want to use your whisk attachment. Reason being is all we're trying to do, let me see if I can get this up. See how it's, maybe you can't because the lighting is weird. I don't have my regular lighting. At least that paper towel was alcohol. But it's all bumpy. And that's the way that it sort of turns out in the beginning. Anyway. Okay, let's put this in here. Let me re-alcohol really quick. So we're trying to get those bumps out, essentially. And it doesn't matter really how much I put in there. I usually just do like half and half, and I don't put it on a high level. It's just not something that's good to do because we're not trying to whip this soap at all. Just trying to get the bumps out. So I'm going to put this over here. Now I mean, I guess I could put music on for you guys. Let me move you guys closer. Woo! I guess I could move you guys closer. Or maybe it doesn't matter because I have the light on from above. But I'm going to start it. I will be scraping the sides to check. To see how the texture, because we want a smooth texture for this. And again, I am so sorry about the lighting. I can't put my other light on because my KitchenAid is very powerful and it makes my photography light flash, which is not good for me because I have epilepsy. Alright, let's get this off of here. And it is not done yet, and I will not show you, like, you know, the second time I do this, And when I'm doing this, see, it's still bumpy. It's still bumpy. So we have to make sure we get as many of those bumps out as possible. Alright. You know what? Let me do it on this. It's probably better. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do this on 2 for a minute, and I'm gonna move it up to 4. Okay, let's see. It's still a little bumpy, but it's looking better. It's definitely looking better as far as the bumps are concerned. This process doesn't take very long. So we probably only need to do it one more time. I can already see a little bit of the pearlescent gloss, I guess you would want to say, to this. And I'll show you how I package it. Still got a little bit of bumpies in it, but it's way less than it was, which is a very good thing. And I am going to put it away like this. And the thing about these bumpies is that for the first week that I have these stored, they will be shaken once a day, and then the second week they will be shaken once every other day, and then the third week, you know, on and on, every 3 days, whatever, and then I only do it once a month. And I literally just, you know, because you can stir it with a spatula or whatever, but it's much easier to just, you know, shake the whole dang bucket. I gotta take the alcohol out of here. But if you watched Ava and I making the cream soap, this is the bucket that I stored in primarily. It's an old coconut oil bucket. Way back when I was only buying coconut oil 15 pounds at a time. Now I buy it 50 pounds at a time. And I have some other containers, bleached in alcohol, just like this one is, for the extra. There's usually extra. This cream soap fills up more than just this bucket. Alright, so I'm not going to show you the second time I go through this process or whatnot. But what you want to do with the buckets, no matter what you're using, is put, for the first week at least, put saran wrap over it, you know, and then put the lid on it. So that's important to note. Alright, I will see you guys, I guess, next week. And thanks for sticking with me. Bye-bye.